Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan. Today is Horde Day. The base has been completed. I'll put a final touch on it here. I'll get up on some frames and show you what I have done. So we put our lighting in place that we created last episode, I guess. And I put some barbed wire like I talked about around the lip here, around the edge, to slow them down so that they don't just run straight in, because I think if they ran full speed, they would land on top of the base. Now, that might happen. If it does, you know, it's probably going to be okay, because we're going to be hanging out down in the pillared area anyway, so it'd be fine after the Horde's over. Well, what'll happen, I was going to say, after the Horde's over, we'll come up here and shoot down and kill whatever's on top of it. But what'll happen is when I run underground in the hallway over to our entrance, they'll probably run off the edge there anyway. So, you know, not too concerned about it. That's plan B for us, just in case, you know, they destroy a bunch of the barbed wire and are able to do that. Let's take out a couple stragglers here. I know graphics probably don't look quite as good as they should. Hey, I'm playing with the new mouse today, thanks to you all and your kind, generous donations and suggestions. The old Logitech G500S laser gaming mouse, and it's going to take me a little while to get used to it. I'm not going to lie. I was just starting to get used to the micro mouse that I was using before. And so anyway, yeah, so I guess a day or so has passed by since the last episode. Finished out all the spikes. Transported most of the goods back to the base that we had over here, most of the things that were left over. And like I said, installed the light poles, upgraded them with steel, laid down the barbed wire. That's pretty much it. Everything else was done. You know, in our last episode, we were ready. We were kind of ready for the Horde then. But excited to try it out. You know, I'm sure worst case scenario, we kill them down in the bottom and they destroy up here or something. It all falls down, but it doesn't really matter. There's really no way they can get to me through the typical pillar system that we use down here. We're going to be protected in that no matter what. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Ready to go. Already done the base preview. Took a few screenshots before it gets all destroyed, and ready to go get it done. Tell you what, let's take a gander up here in this building and see what might be available for some loot. I'll use the old auger, knock on the door. These vending machines, I tell you what. Well, it's a medicine cabinet, some pills, nothing worth writing home about. Hopefully, I'm using a different program to capture today just to try it out. I really hope that, you know, nothing happens and in the middle of the episode it goes, because that would have me a bit upset if it did. Works great for the forest. Absolutely works great. Does not work good for streaming, and you're wondering what I'm talking about. NVIDIA Shadow Play is what I'm using. And I know a lot of you have commented, boy, it certainly looks good. Now, I love OBS. I absolutely love OBS. Until I get the capture card, I hope to have that here in the next month or something like that. But until I get that set up on the other computer, you know, I can't really do... And also, until I get the gigabit internet connection, I can't really do the lossless setting where you don't lose any quality at all. And you all will see exactly what I see in the game here once I get that gigabit connection. You know, I keep saying that. They promised me first part of this year. Of course, that's gone now. I noticed that it's about 2 miles up the road going active, so it can't be long now, I would guess. Had a little wandering Horde come in over here. So let's go on down. I'll show you just a couple things real quick with the base. What I've done. I'm pretty sure all of this I had showed you last episode. Of course, we finished all the hallways going around here for looting and repairing all the spikes. I put some lighting in too. Let's go down here and look at the lighting real quick. You won't see that Of course, all of these lead down the hallways, all of these entrances you see right here, the same thing. And we won't use those till after the Horde. There's no need to go there until after the Horde. But let's go up top real quick. And, well, we might as well stay up top. Take you in here first, then. Some storage there. So it looks like that from down here. Put some lighting in here, the standard lighting that we had left over from the funnel base. And we took our 8 lights and put those up here like a soap. And I made a couple extra lights to stick on the sides. I didn't have the time nor the resources really to make any more of those. But I think it'll be sufficient. You know, it's going to be enough for us to see at least what's going on. 35 per wave is what this is coming at us. And, you know, I turned the settings down a little bit. I apologize if it looks a little bit washed out or whatever. But you should be able to see what's going on clearly, I hope. And, you know, we'll get this thing documented and take it down. So less than an hour in game now. Kind of let you soak up what we've done here real quick. The sky is turning red. Appreciate all the comments for a name of the base. Think I have one in mind. Of course, you'll see it when the base preview comes up. Maybe I'll even put the title of the base, the name of the base on this episode as well. That way, for those who want to see it happen real time, because you know my base preview videos are time-lapse, 2x speed. And, you know, I throw a little music with it or whatever for those who don't care to watch the Let's Play. They just want to see the base design. So we did the bars last episode. And I think we had gotten up to all but the last maybe 2 tiers of spikes or something like that. So I went ahead and finished that off. And looks pretty good. I hope the lighting does not chew up the my computer too bad here. I was a little hesitant to put even those lights in, but I thought we needed something. And I also hope the gamma is good. But here we go. It's about to start. I'm going to take the recording down and bring it back up here in just a moment to give us a nice little preview for those joining on the base preview video. So here we go. All right. I'm ready to see what happens. I hope they don't break our lighting down. Oh, there's some zombies up there already. Oh, look at them. They're already falling in. I kind of don't want that corpse up there. Let's just watch them fall here for a moment. Look at them. Ooh, cop. Kappa. Oh, they are swimming on spikes. Swimming on the spikes. Ooh, he blew up. Let's get on down in here. We're taking a good bit of damage up there from those cops. Of course, my game stages is probably really high now too, so I haven't died in quite some time. I don't know if this shadow play was good to use or not. It is a little bit laggy. OBS would not have done that to me. Look at all the zombies. I may have not changed it from 40 per wave. This actually might be 40 per wave. I said 35, but there's still a lot of them up top there. Goodness. They're just crawlies all over. The dog looks like he's still alive. There's just a soldier at the bottom of the pile trying to crawl out of the pile. Get this copper down before he blows big. Yeah, I like this new mouse, but I am going to have to get used to it, the way it turns and stuff. I wonder if that cop is actually beating on something or if he's just swinging in midair. Oh, he took somebody out with him when he fell. Nice. Making their way down the stairs. So there are no zombies making it down here with legs. I know that. They are legless. Legless zombies. Let's see. Let's switch over to the shotty. Look at all that. Oh, I'll tell you what it's time for. It's time for boom! It's time for that. Oh, I took a little damage myself. Getting a little too carried away with the old exploding crossbow bolt. Alright, might as well switch back to what we know is going to take them out. Well, it looks like a little bit of lag I experienced at the first is freed up a bit. I don't know why that would be, because now certainly more than ever we're guaranteed the maximum number of zombies are somewhere on the screen. Now a lot of them are caught up here, it looks like, falling down, making their way down the multiple tiers. And the soldiers are making it down with legs. Some of that one did. He may have just stepped on some corpses on the way down, though. Could be what's happening. I see corpses piling up there. So that absolutely could be one of the things. Probably something you could do if you're going to do a tier system like this is instead of one spike on each tier, do two. Do two tiers of two layers of spikes. That way you're guaranteed, you know, more chance of the zombies falling, just for resource reasons and just so we could get to another build even. I decided to just do one, but you could do, you absolutely could do two tiers on something like this. I'm starting to pile in now. Tell you what, while we're doing this, let's go back up top here. Look at them fall. Yeah, we can't take too many of those shots. from the Kappas. Yeah, it is still a little laggy. Boy, I really got to get that capture card here soon and take the burden off of this PC here. I also need to get Alpha 16. That would be wonderful. It's optimized. Oh, that cop is gonna blow. Tell you what, let's switch over here, see if we can get this thing upgraded. I don't think we can. I don't think I have any scrap, and that's fine. Let's just keep the pillars up. As long as we keep the pillars up, we'll be all right. Now, this horde seems to be lasting for a while. You know, the last horde went by in just a blink of an eye. It was over. And this one seems to be kind of dragging on a little bit here. They're just trying to get in from all directions here. I love it. I love it. All right, Mr. Copper, Mr. Spinning Feral. Yeah, I won't use Shadow Play again. This is a really big file it's saving too, so it's going to take me forever to upload this video. I won't be able to do this again until I get that capture card, and then I'll be able to get some higher quality video. We won't have to turn the settings down as much either, and then like I said too, an Alpha 16 comes out and it's truly optimized. Then this little miniature horde here at 35 or 40 or whatever it is would be nothing. You know, we'll be able to go much higher than that. I hope they didn't pull my leg when they said they were optimizing and doing away with the UMA textures and all of that, because I'm really hoping for that. Ooh, it needs repairing. All right. I'm all quiet, you know. I'm just kind of engrossed in what's happening here and watching them fall down the stairs. Watching them dance in circles. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe Joel likes to dance and he's like, you know what, I want dancing zombies. Joel doesn't look like much of a dancer, but who knows, you know, he might be able to cut the rug. Man, it takes like a whole clip to kill a feral. If you don't get them in the head a couple times, you're shooting a whole clip into those things. Oh, look at that feral right there. My goodness. Well, we still have 638 rounds. Well, 600 rounds. Well, I tell you what time it is. It's time for a boom. It's time for one of those. My goodness. They just won't stop. 3:59. 4 a.m. Finally, 4 a.m. has arrived. That was a long Horde night. It felt like a long Horde night. I guess there's just so many. That may have actually been 45 per wave. I'll have to look at the XML files after I finish the recording, but that's an awful lot of zombies coming at me the whole time. It felt like more than 35. Kill off all the stragglers here. Look at all the ferals. And there are ferals crawling underneath the bodies the whole time. My goodness. Wow. All right. Well, I think that pretty much does it for that horde. There are a couple stragglers here. Couple crawlers. Couple crawlies. Oh, he's making his way down the tiers. Oh, he died. Nice. Well, she did about what I imagined she would do, which is delimb, maim, and destroy that horde, along with the help of the old AK-47. All right. Well, hopefully Shadowplay documented all of that. Be very disappointed if we lose out on this horde. I don't know what we'll do for the next week waiting to get back to this place if it did. Hey, well, let's get the old auger out and clear some of these bodies. See what these bodies brought us. I probably should have said something about that, you know, in the base preview, is that you're not going to see me loot very many corpses. I don't, at day 253, I'm I'm always selective, even at the beginning about what I pick up, but I am very selective at this point in the game. I only pick up things I know I really need or I want. I remember one time over at Snowfall Base, I was picking up all of the, I won't take that. I was picking up all of the cloth, all of the shirts, and we needed cloth, and then someone said, hey, go destroy a tent, and you'll get all the cloth you need. And I was like, really? Well, let me go check that out. Sure enough. We'll take that. Nah, we'll leave the splint. I think I have 2 splints in my mini bike. Have not broken a leg yet. It's not to say that it won't happen before the end of this episode. Alright. It's pretty much the whole bottom tier. What would be kind of cool, and I don't know if you remember this, but the bodies used to stack on top of each other, the gore blocks, I'm sorry. And it would be pretty cool if that were still a thing. You know, if the gore blocks would still hang around and pile up, and, you know, I mean, with the increased number like what I have, it would really be a struggle. I mean, I'd have to use the auger, alternate between the auger and the gun just to keep them cleared out, so the bodies, you know, so the live zombies would keep falling down. That would be a pretty cool little challenge to have back in the game. There's something about the gore blocks I didn't care for too much, but for the most part, you know, they were good. It was a neat little feature in the game. I'm gonna run through here. Tell you what else I need to do. I need to increase the graphics settings here. Let's turn everything back up. Ultra high, reflected shadows, SSAO, Um, that's good for now. That's good for now. I'll go through and tweak everything else in a little while. So here, we'll go up to this tier and give it a look-see. I don't see any corpses right here. Oh, here they are on this side. So this is the side they were falling on. So this is why I made the pillars behind the spikes. And at some point, especially if we decide to take on another horde over in this base, at some point I'll come through here with a stack or two of steel and top everything off again. Doesn't look like any of the concrete took any damage. You know, looks like all of that is as good as gold. And I knew it wouldn't. You know, there'd be no reason for it to take damage. They're not facing outward. They're facing in towards us. So unless one got glitched out and decided to turn around and swing at the pillar or something, or a cop explosion, maybe if he gets hit up high, these pillars up here shouldn't have taken much damage at all, if any. Yeah, we'll take your bullets. Bullets are about all I take now. Bullets and brass. Sounds like a song or a band name. Bullets and brass. Or a B-rated movie. I guess we'll take the dynamite. I've been kind of throwing that out, but dynamite's not good for destroying blocks. It's only good for killing zombies or yourself if you're Grand Spartan. So a little tedious here, going up tier by tier. Any bodies? Doesn't look like many bodies on this tier, so we won't worry about this tier. We'll go to the next one up. Looks like one on the opposite side, but not worried about that. Let's give this one a look-see. Looks like, yeah, maybe a couple over on that side. We'll run over here real quick. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know that. Why would I have even upgraded that? That's the silliest thing. I think because I was just backing. I was just backing and shooting that gun, laying it down. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's more brass right there. I meant to come back and get that one, and instead I ended up just backing away and upgrading this son of a gun. That's what happened. I think I did that on the Let's Play and no one caught that either. Like, hey, you know, you upgraded that pillar you said you were going to destroy. Whoops. There are a couple bodies over on this side. This is not the side that they were on. Looks pretty cool when we're running this way. What kind of frames are we running right now? Yeah, it's not great, but everything's turned up. Most everything. Alright, someone got on me the other day about picking up paper and dropping forged iron. It's like, well, you know, I didn't really need the forged iron, a couple pieces of that. I needed the paper for explosives. That was back on episode 60 or 70. We were trying to collect paper for TNT, maybe, to blow up that building across the street in the initial Hub City bunker. Okay, so I don't see any bodies up here. Wow, alright. They didn't really die until they got other tiers down, further down. Check this one right here. There's a body. Yeah, a few of them over on this side. We'll use that bandage and get our health on back up a little bit. That was a Nurse Nancy. Okay, looks good. Alright, all the way up to the top now. One good thing about this bunker is, though, you wouldn't have to repair this thing for many hordes. I mean, just the bottom pit, you know, the very bottom, but the upper tiers, you know, they do the work, they do their job, and you don't really have to do a lot to them after the horde. We could probably go, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 hordes or something and not have to touch any of the spikes or the pillars up here. Nice. Well, let's take a look at what it looks like from up here now that the Horde is over with. So we have a few missing spikes. Get right here and turn the UI off. This is how I take a lot of my screenshots too. As a matter of fact, the screenshot you'll see on this one was just like this. I think I might have been one block over from here, but you can't see the frames. Have my hand. There's no UI in the way. Oh, that's really nice looking right there. But yeah, so looks like it did before we started, minus a couple in the bottom missing there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Step on that cactus. Wanted to break my leg like the zombies. Never did figure that out. Never did figure out how in the world zombies were losing limbs out there. Well, I guess I could probably, let's throw this out and throw you out and throw you out. We'll stick this in there. Probably take the steel, the concrete, the wood. Take our first aid kit. And take our gas as well. And all of our bullets. I mean, it's right here, so if we need to come back to it, we can. For right now, we'll just take that. And we're going to scope out a new location for a new base. I don't know if we do that right now in this episode, but that's coming. May even do it off recording. I don't know. Let's just ride around for a moment and see what we could do for a base. And I know several of you mentioned a prison. You know, we started a prison about 50, 60 episodes ago, or maybe longer than that. And because all I would do is destroy the walls and make a funnel out of it or something, it just wasn't worth. It wasn't worth the work I was going to put in just to disassemble the prison to make it into a base. I kind of, you know, strayed away from that. But I don't know. We could. You could always upgrade one of these houses with steel and concrete and make some super fortress out of a silly little house. You know, something like this house here. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. I tell you what, before I get started on it, so you all see this tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow night, I think tomorrow night, when I start recording the episode, comment down below what you'd like to see me do, and maybe you'll just reinforce what I was already going to do, or you'll change my mind for the direction I was going to go. But I don't know. I have this one design that been thinking about for a while. Maybe I decide to take that project on. I don't think it would be a big project. It certainly wouldn't take us as long as that one did to build. I don't think it would, at least. But you know, let me know down below what you'd like to see me build, what you'd like to see me do. We're just a very short time away from Alpha 16. I've been hearing estimates thrown around. Don't know what's real and what's not, but I can't imagine it's going to be much longer. And then we'll dig right into that and get started. Get the server fired back up again. Maybe get some episodes recorded on the server for the Let's Play. I have to throw a little disclaimer for language, but outside of that, you know, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to document what all we're doing. And you get to see some of the crew in action against some of these hordes. And I don't know if we'll, you know, document much of how we get started, but after we get established and all of that, before we split off and go our own ways, we'll give you a little idea. Someone said, how about creating a base that's just, you know, for looks, just something creative, like paintings on the wall and kind of stuff. And that's not really my style. I mean, I could do that. I lose a little interest building things like that. The structure, oh yeah, I'd love building the structure, a castle or a beautiful house or something. When it comes to decorating the inside, you know, I'm all about being functional and a horde destroyer. I'm not much on, just decorating things. And so I don't know. Maybe that's something we do. If Alpha 16 gets delayed for whatever reason, and then maybe I do something like that. I've restored these buildings before in a Hub City. I've done a few blocks, like 4 blocks of Hub City before. And that was a fun project and got it back in pristine condition. Everything looking like it would have if the building were still brand new, and hardwood floor inside, you know, all kinds of cool stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But comment down below what you'd like to see me do, and I'll certainly take anything in consideration. Don't hold me to it, because I may just go ahead and get started on the next day's episode with the build that I'm thinking about doing, or that I almost did it on this Horde. You know, I almost built that particular bunker, but I decided to do the one that we did with the multiple tiers. But yeah, let me know. I'll certainly look at what you have to say, see if it's direction I'd like to move towards. We don't have long now. I keep getting this sniper tower request. I keep getting a lot of that sniper tower. And, a sniper tower for the Grand Spartan is really going to look like any of the other Grand Spartan bases. I'll have a sniper tower, but then there's going to be a way to defend that, to keep them from getting to it, which would most likely involve pillars or something to that effect. And so I don't know. Maybe that's something we can look at as well. Well, we're down to 415 7.62 rounds, so I know I'm going to have to go over here and grab some gunpowder, get that going, get that kicking again at some point here. Let's get all of our guns put away. We do not need any of this mumbo jumbo. Put them all in here like so. Get our steel and building supplies. Let's do a sort so I have a better idea. Okay, let's get we're going to need to make some more concrete too. I mean, I know you're looking at me thinking, man, you have a whole chest of that, but you know how fast Grand Spartan goes through concrete. Go through it very quickly. Yes, here are tools right here. We'll stick that nail gun in there. That's our steel. We'll stick these couple pieces of steel in here, our building supplies. This on our belt. Yeah, this shotgun assemble. Yeah, stick those in there, and we'll just scrap this sucker. All right. Well, I think I left my single shot rifle over there. Darn. That's okay. I was kind of using that just for fun, for funsies, but I may want to save up on that 7.62 ammo. I tell you what, since we have so many of these and I've been scrapping a lot of them, let's just break out the old pistol. Well, we'll call it right there. I'll read all your suggestions today, kind of mull through maybe a couple ideas that I had and see if there's something. Okay, that's full too. Either, like I said, you'll reinforce what I was already thinking about doing, or go to different direction altogether. Who knows? We'll have to see. But thank you for your support. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it just even half as much as I did. Have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I'll see you all tomorrow.